the passion comes with the creativity. Like when you have all these ideas, you want to do all this, you have to do it. You know what I mean? Like you have this feeling from inside that you need to do it. So my name is Carolina. I have a project that is named Argenta Crochet Lab. In 2018, I started a trip with my partner. We came from Argentina up to here, Montreal, in a camper van. We were living and traveling. That was like 2.5 years. Started my project. I made an Instagram account to show my creations. I had to think of a name. And for me, that's always very difficult. But I came up with a name that made a lot of sense back then. That is, Argenta means Argentinian. I wasn't really surrounded by art. You know, I come from a very traditional family. First time that I saw a piece of art, you know, I was really young. We had to make this piece of art based on an idea. I think it was like pretty conceptual, and we had to do something about a smile. I remember thinking about, okay, one teeth is gonna have a texture, the other teeth is gonna have, and that's gonna like, you know, all the faces of the smile. I don't know, it was like so much fun for me. I find that in crochet, you're creating at the moment. It's like in the moment all the time. I've been told that if you only go for English, in my case, you're gonna miss out a lot of another scene that's going on, like in French. But I've never really felt it. More like on these little things that happen, that working with people that spoke French, and I would be like a little bit isolated because, you know, I'm not part of it. First of all, speaking another language, English is obviously not my first language, so English, then I have to learn French, then I have to get a job. But to get a job, you have to know French, because if not, it's like, okay, a lot of, you know, the job. And then I'm trying to start my career as a textile artist and designer. That's something that I'm trying to do here for the first time. Trying to meet people, you know, the social part of it too, like just making friends, you know. So I say struggling because sometimes it feels like struggling. You know what? I think that that feeling that hurts, it comes, in my case, it comes when I have to make a profit out of my art. Because if not, it's just me, you know, putting myself out there. But when I have to make a profit out of it and it's not really happening how I would love it to be, that's a pain. I'm treating crochet and my creations as fashion, you know, which I don't think people imagine that. Like when I met someone, and I tell them that I crochet, so they would be like, okay, what do you do? I do clothes. Oh, so you do like scarves and, you know, and hats. And I was like, yeah, I do that, but I also do other stuff. So when I show what I do, like I show them their Instagram, they would be like, oh my God, you're so talented. Once someone actually told me, like, I thought you were like, I was picturing like yourself in a chair, like a grandma, you know, like crocheting hats and scarves, and that's great, I mean, but it's like an association that is not anymore real, like it's not real anymore. You know, when I was 12, 13 or something, I would go shopping with my mother, and I think that's where it started. I would never find anything for me, or that I liked, or that it would feel like, fit good. But the thing is, I've tried different techniques, like all my life. I learned how to do embroidery, I learned how to dye, natural dye or not natural dye. I learned how to weave. Like I've learned a lot of things, but the one that stuck to me was crochet. This whole Argenta thing, it happened very organically. I didn't plan. It was just this desire that I had, and then I started connecting with people, and one thing led to another. They have to actually see what I do. Maybe I'm not good at explaining it, but it's hard to explain. Like, what do I do? Okay, yeah, I do sweaters. I do masks. That could be tricky, but it's like garments. I do regular garments, but then, yeah, everything changes when they see what I do, because it's not just the clothes. I think it's also like the way I show the clothes. Like I do all these photo shoots that I really like. I like photography, like playing with photography and doing more like editorial kind of style of pictures. I have worked with mainly musicians. Yeah. I style them for some shows or for music videos. That's actually fun. I worked with the artist on what her vision was, and we worked together on making something fun and different again. Like, I like to work to show like power a little bit, like, woman empowered and this strength. I think that's very Argentinian, actually. I don't know. I've never done that. I'm very like, I've always been very shy, and I'm pretty introvert. So I think it worked for me because I really had to go out there. I had no choice. So yeah, like sometimes my sister asked me like, do you think if you would stay in Argentina, it would be like in the same place? I mean, of course not, but. And I was like, I don't know, but I don't think so, honestly. A couple of weeks or a couple of months after I got to Montreal, I received a message from a student that she was organizing with a group that were organizing a fashion show. I didn't know back then that this is something that they do, I didn't know. I was just like, okay, cool, this sounds great. And I was really excited about it because it was my first fashion show. It wasn't me. I was just gonna learn some pieces, but I mean, I was like, okay, I just got here and I got this offer. My pieces are gonna be like in a runway. Not long ago, an invite to be part of a mud shop, which was great for me because I thought, okay, this is me getting inside the local scene. So that was a really important highlight for me. Mud Festival happened, and Mud Shop did their fashion show in there, so my pieces were there in the Mud Festival. That was great. Those little things are little things, but for me are like a little voice telling me, keep on doing it, Yeah, but yeah.
Could it be you calling me down, 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 down? My foolish heart turns at the star.
I honestly don't have a plan at all. I don't have a 5-year plan. I don't have a 2-year plan. No, I don't. What I would like, though, I would like my project to grow. It's not that I'm no, I don't have the peace. I have, my issues. But, there's a part of me that likes like being, like thrown in the middle of the jungle, I throw myself in the middle of the jungle and then I just have to, try to get out of it.